Welcome to the Outline channel. Today I'll be presenting the 2016 zombie horror film, Train to Busan. Spoiler alert, this article contains major spoilers for the movie. Proceed with caution. A truck approaches a quarantine zone, and is immediately met by personnel, working to disinfect the vehicle. The driver asks one of them what's going on, and he's told there's been a minor leak at a biotech plant, but there shouldn't be any major issues. The driver continues on his way, and while reaching for his ringing phone, he hits something on the road. He gets out of the truck to see it's a deer, but after checking that his vehicle is undamaged, he leaves it on the road and drives off. The animal then comes back to life. At his office, Seok-woo was on the phone with a client, discussing the sale of certain stocks. As he browsed a news site reporting on mysterious fish deaths in a reservoir, his assistant entered. Seok-woo ordered him to sell all the company's shares. Later he parks his car and argues with his ex-wife on the phone about their daughter, Suan. The girl wants to visit her mother the next day for her birthday, but he doesn't want to let her go alone. He arrives home, and his mother opens the door. He enters his daughter's room to find her on the phone with her mother, saying she can take the train by herself. She hears his voice and hangs up. Seok-woo sits next to Suan and asks her to wait a week until his workload eases up so he can take her to Busan. He gives her an early birthday present. She opens it, but it turns out she already has the same gift he gave her before. He asks her what she wants then, and she tells him she wants to go see her mum. Suan says she'll go alone so as not to waste his time. Seok-woo and his mother talk about the girl. She tells him to speak openly and honestly with his wife when he goes to Busan. He tells her it's a crucial time for him at work, but his mother replies that it's a crucial time in Suan's life too, then leaves him with a camera containing a recording of a school recital he missed. Seok-woo watches the video and sees how much pain his daughter is in, so he decides to take her. In the car, he talks to Suan about the recital, trying to draw a life lesson from it, when he nearly collides with an ambulance. They stop and watch a full security cordon pass by. Suddenly, the girl notices soot falling from the sky, and a distant fire can be seen in the reflection of the car window. At the station, the train to Busan is preparing to depart. The conductor enters his cabin, and the attendants get ready. A baseball team coach tells everyone to sit down, but they see one of their cheerleaders enter, cheering. In-gil offers a boiled egg to Jong-gil. Just as Seok-woo and his daughter board the train, he calls his office and tells them he'll be back before lunchtime. Just before the train departs, an injured girl rushes into one of the cars. As the train pulls away, Suan sees a man attacking a station worker. The girl who got on the train has a bite mark on her leg. Yeon-suk tells an attendant that a weird man jumped onto the train and has been in the bathroom for a while. Suan gets curious and goes to see what's happening. The man keeps repeating that everyone is dead, but the attendant doesn't understand and tries to coax him out of the bathroom. The bitten girl walks through the train and then faints, but no one seems to notice. Suan wants to go to the bathroom, but runs into Sang Hwa, who is guarding the door for his wife. He tells her to use another bathroom in the next car. The attendant finds the injured girl convulsing, and immediately calls for medical assistance. Seok-woo wakes up to his phone ringing, and notices Suan is gone. His assistant tells him something is happening nationwide. He hangs up and goes to look for the girl. The passengers in the car watch the chaos unfolding on the TV screen. The attendant continues to call her superior, while the injured girl gets up, fully transformed into a zombie. Her superior runs towards the car when she doesn't answer, and Suan enters a bathroom. The transformed girl jumps on the attendant's back and bites her as they enter a car, terrifying the others. The baseball team is attacked next, and the attendant also turns. Utter chaos erupts. The chief attendant yells at the passengers in the adjacent car to run. Meanwhile, Seok-woo is looking for his daughter, but before he finds her, he notices something happening in the other car. Suan hears the screams too. People run past them, and the father watches the chief attendant get attacked by the turned attendant, and he quickly turns as well. Suan appears behind her father, and he grabs her and runs as a massive horde of zombies chases them through the train. Sang Hwa tells his pregnant wife, Seong-kyung, to hurry when he notices something is wrong. A zombie bites a woman in front of them, and at Seong-kyung's request, he tries to help but gets attacked. Seong-woo runs to the next car, while Sang Hwa traps the zombie in the bathroom. He tells his wife to run, but the rest of the zombies soon arrive. As the remaining passengers watch the events unfold on TV, passengers from other cars stream in. Seok-woo rushes to the door and closes it on Seong-kyung. Sang Hwa manages to fight off a zombie, and they get into the car, closing the door just before the creatures catch up. Seok-woo notices the zombies don't know how to open the door and tells the man to leave it. He also realizes they only attack when they see them, so Seong-kyung covers covers the glass door, which blocks their sight and calms them down. The conductor announces they won't be stopping at the next town. Yeon-suk speaks to him over the intercom, asking if he's aware of what's happening on the train. The conductor replies that the order came from the control center. Se-woo receives a call from his mother, who is worried about them. She tells him to take care of his daughter. While she's on the phone with him, the woman turns. Seok-woo realizes what happened, but keeps it from Suan. The train slows down, and people from the station they are passing start banging on the windows, begging for help, as zombies attack and devour them. In a public announcement, a government official informs citizens that violent riots have broken out in several major cities, resulting in many deaths, and that the government has sealed off several key areas. Passengers check social media and watch videos of people being attacked. The announcement continues, informing citizens of a state of emergency. The official insists that citizens should not trust fake news and should remain calm and stay in their homes. He reassures people that their safety is not at risk, while cities burn in the background. The passengers on the train have set up a barricade at the door as they move in the opposite direction. Suan tells her father that her mother's phone isn't working. He has her sit down while he tries to call. In-gil has her sister Jong-gil sit in the seat next to them, and the girl offers her seat to In-gil. Sang-hwa sees the father and daughter approaching and is still angry at him for closing the door on them earlier. Seok-woo scolds his daughter for her altruism, telling her she needs to look out for herself first in situations like this. Another announcement comes from the conductor, informing them they will stop at a station where the military has been deployed to secure their train. Seok-woo overhears Yeon-suk asking someone on the phone which cities are still safe, and it seems the station they're stopping at isn't on the list. He tells his daughter to stay put and goes to the other car to make a call. Sang-hwa asks the girl about her father, and when she tells him he's a fund manager, he comments that it means he's a bloodsucker. The child agrees, and his wife tries to lighten the mood by giving her some candy. She then asks her to say hello to her baby and touch her belly. Suan feels the baby kick. Seok-woo calls a client he thinks can help. He asks about the city they're stopping in, and the man tells him they'll be quarantined upon arrival. When Seok-woo tells him his daughter is with him, and he'll repay him if he helps, the man tells him not to go to the main square, but to the east square, and that he will inform his men. Seok-woo sees the homeless man in the car. Later, the train arrives in the city where the military is supposed to be waiting, but no one is there. Yeon-suk rushes out first, followed by the others, including Seok-woo and his daughter. The remaining baseball players get off the train with their bats. An attendant takes the conductor to see the zombie car, and when Yeon-suk meets them, he tells them Busan is one of the few remaining open cities. He asks the conductor to detach the zombie car, but it's not possible. The conductor agrees they need to head straight to Busan, but wants to get the passengers back on the train first. Meanwhile, the passengers walk through the empty station. Seok-woo enters a cordoned-off area with Suan to head to the East Square. The homeless man follows them because he overheard the call and wants to tag along. Suan wants to tell the others and is sad that her father is stopping her. As the rest of the passengers go down the escalator, Sang-hwa notices something strange about the station. At the same time, a man appears at the end of the hall where Seok-woo and Suan are standing, and the homeless man runs after him. Seok-woo tells Suan to stay put and follows them. When the passengers reach the bottom of the escalator, it's revealed that the military personnel have all turned into zombies. The horde attacks the passengers. Sang-hwa sees what's happening just in time and pulls his wife up the stairs to escape. Seok-woo gets a call from his client telling him he can't reach his men, and at that moment, a zombie appears behind the officer in the hall and attacks him. The homeless man stumbles as more zombies appear and devour the officer. Seok-woo runs back to Suan, who was about to be caught, but Sang-hwa saves her. Seong-kyung takes her, and they run away together. The baseball team was waiting for them at the door, and as soon as they entered, they closed it. Seok-woo struggles to fight off a zombie attacking him, and the homeless man helps him and runs towards the door. Sang-hwa sees him and opens the door, then holds it open for Seok-woo. They all push the door together, trying to seal it shut. Seong-kyung almost reaches the train when she sees a horde of zombies devouring some passengers. They continue running down the stairs as other passengers enter the train from the other side. Suddenly, the station horde breaks through the windows, falling onto the train. A zombie falls on top of Jong-gil, but luckily, it was too mangled to reach her. Seong-kyung and Suan take the other sister in the opposite direction as zombies chase them. Jong-gil is saved by an attendant and the cheerleader. They get on the train just in the nick of time. The other sister, the girl, and the pregnant woman enter another car and make room for the homeless man to get in before the zombies can get him. The zombies surround the train, and Yeon-suk tells the attendant they have to leave if they want to survive. The cheerleader says they can't because her friends are still outside, but the attendant calls the conductor and tells him to leave. Meanwhile, Sang HWA finally manages to close the door. Suddenly, the horde breaks through the glass as the men flee. They see the train moving and hurry, but as they reach the bottom of the stairs, 2 baseball players are caught by the zombies. The last player freezes in place, but Seok-woo gets him up and pushes him to run, then onto the train in the blink of an eye. Sang HWA is left behind, so Seok-woo extends his hand to him, but the man picks up a club and a shield, saving Seok-woo from the oncoming zombies instead. In the end, he too manages to get on the train. Meanwhile, the conductor calls the control center and asks if there's an open track to Busan. He's advised to continue there, but asks to be notified when contact is made with the station. Seong-kyung and the others find themselves trapped between 2 zombie cars. She sees an open restroom and signals for the others to join her. Everyone gets in, and as Seong-kyung steps inside, a zombie attacks her. They barely manage to close the door as the rest of the zombies follow. In the other part of the train, some people cover the glass doors as the conductor announces they will head straight to Busan. The cheerleader gets a call from the last surviving baseball player, who apologizes that he's the only one who made it. At the same time, Seok-woo is trying to reach his daughter when he suddenly hears Sang HWA talking to her on his phone. She tells him they're trapped in a restroom in car number 13. The baseball player tells them the rest are in car number 15. The men prepare to rescue the others. Sang HWA plans their strategy, putting himself in the front, the boy in the middle, and Seok-woo in the back. They will wait until they pass through a tunnel. The zombies spot them immediately, and the 3 of them rush into battle. Sang HWA starts killing zombies with his bare hands, with Seok-woo helping on his flank. The boy uses his bat as a weapon, and they fight like an unstoppable team. The next car is full of turned baseball players, and the boy freezes. Sang HWA pushes him away and fights the zombies. Seok-woo finds one of their bats and tries to hold them off. The 2 men are locked in a fierce confrontation with the baseball zombies, and the boy is helpless. Suddenly they pass through another tunnel, and the zombies start acting strangely. Seok-woo makes a noise with the bat that the zombies follow, allowing them to escape. The train exits the tunnel just as they cross through the doors, and the zombies attack again. They rest between the cars, and Seok-woo gets the idea to use their phones as bait once the train enters a tunnel. They enter the car in the dark where the zombies can't see them, and Seok-woo throws Sanghwa's phone to the back of the car. He calls it, and the zombies flock to it, allowing them to escape without a fight. They reach the restroom, and everyone is happy to see each other. The baseball player finds another restroom, and as they pass through the tunnel, he gets the others inside. Seok-woo has figured out the remaining time until the next tunnel, and has the boy text his girlfriend in car number 15. The cheerleader is overjoyed that he will make it to their car alive, and shares the news with the others. Naturally, Yeon-suk is not pleased about them coming, as they might be infected. The rest of the people seem to agree with him. She begs him to help convince the others, but he agrees with Yeon-suk too. As soon as the train reaches a tunnel, everyone gets out of the restrooms, but now they have to find a way past the zombies. Everyone crawls across the luggage racks. Seok-woo distracts the zombies, and they get down to the car floor, then move to the next car. The homeless man falls, and Seok-woo goes to help him. They both get stuck in the car when the train passes out of the tunnel. Seok-woo counts down for them to run, but the homeless man steps on a soda can, attracting the zombies. However, they manage to get through the door, but Sang HWA has to hold on to it, as a zombie gets stuck in it. The baseball player calls out to his girlfriend in the other car because that door is locked. The passengers of car number 15 have locked the door from their side, preventing the girl from telling them. Seok-woo goes to help Sang HWA, while the boy tries to break down the other door. Suddenly, a zombie bites Sang HWA. They finally manage to break down the door of the other car, and the baseball player tries to get in, but Yeon-suk holds the door. While the other men try to help him, Jong-gil and the cheerleader fight them from inside. Seong-kyung starts walking towards her husband, but he tells her to stay away, then tells Seok-woo to take her and leave because he's tired. Sang HWA asks him to take care of her, and Seok-woo says he's sorry. Suddenly, the door breaks, and the 2 have to leave. Sang HWA doesn't go down without a fight and holds off the zombies. The others open the door and get in. Seok-woo grabs his daughter and Seong-kyung, but he doesn't reach In-gil in time. He closes the door and immediately attacks Yeon-suk, calling him a bastard. Yeon-suk says Seok-woo is infected, and the attendant tells them to move to the vestibule. All the passengers of car number 15 tell them to leave. The homeless man goes first. The cheerleader doesn't want to stay with them, and goes with the baseball player. Seong-kyung tells Suan they should go too, and Seok-woo follows. The others lock them inside the vestibule. Jong-gil sees her zombie sister on the other side of the door, and opens it before anyone can stop her. The zombies storm into car number 15. Meanwhile, the conductor calls to inquire about the situation in Busan. Busan. He gets no answer but sees fires burning in the city. Seok-woo finally talks to his daughter. He says he'll take her to her mother for her birthday. Later, Seok-woo gets a call from his assistant, telling him that Busan has the best defense of all the cities. He also tells him that the virus started at one of their companies. The train suddenly stops due to a blockage. The conductor announces he will find another train to get the remaining people to Busan. Yeon-suk and the attendant survived the zombie attack. The conductor checks the first train he sees, but since it's full of zombies, he goes to find another. Seok-woo tells the rest they need to move and find a way to Busan. Meanwhile, the conductor continues to search for another train. He finds an empty one and starts it. Yeon-suk and the attendant are trapped in a restroom. He tells the attendant to go first and pushes him toward the zombies to escape. Meanwhile, a flaming car crashes into the trains where the survivors are, separating them. The baseball player manages to get the cheerleader onto a train, and as he tries to open the door, Yeon-suk enters, sacrifices the girl, and leaves the baseball player to fight the zombies. Yeon-suk escapes, and the boy gets rid of the zombies. The girl starts to turn in his arms and then bites him. Meanwhile, Soo-an wakes up Seok-woo. The two, Seong-kyung and the homeless man, find themselves trapped under a zombie car. Yeon-suk runs towards the moving train, and when the conductor tries to help him, he leaves him too. The train car continues to collapse, but Seok-woo finds a way out. When he turns to pull the others, the gap collapses. The zombies break through the train car windows, and the homeless man tries to stop them from reaching the two girls. Seok-woo opens the gap again, and the two get out, leaving the man behind. Seong-kyung, Seok-woo, and the child run away from the horde and after the moving train car. All the zombies from the station run towards the car, piling on top of each other. They all get on the train, but the zombies do too. They hold on tight, and Seok-woo tries to push them off, eventually succeeding. The three look for the conductor, but find the now turning Yeon-suk in the cabin instead. He manages to open the door. Seok-woo tells him he's infected, and when the transformation is complete, he starts attacking them. Seok-woo fights him, and Seong-kyung pushes him away. The man grabs Yeon-suk and bites him. Seok-woo restrains himself to the train, then throws the man off. He realizes he's been bitten, so before he turns, he gets them both into the cabin and tells them where the break is. Seok-woo tells Soo-an to stay with Seong-kyung and get to Busan where it's safe. She can't let him go, but he frees himself from the girl's grip before he turns and steps out of the cabin, leaving her crying and screaming behind him. As he begins to turn into a zombie, he remembers the day Soo-an was born, then jumps off the train car. Seong-kyung and Soo-an have to stop and leave the train because there's a blockage on the tracks. They continue on foot through the rubble and bodies. The two enter a dark tunnel. The military is on the other side. Their sniper gets them in his sights but can't tell if they are infected. The order comes to kill them when Soo-an suddenly starts singing her recital song. The soldiers report approaching survivors.